rules. The other part is we bring in the security master data. So what are the details about each of the different securities that may have been allocated or settled? And with the combination of all that information, we are then validating to make sure that the collateral that has been allocated or has been settled is sufficient. So did it meet the required value that had been agreed on that particular day? Does it fail any eligibility checks for that agreement? Does it fail any concentration limits? And is there any wrong way risk issues? And then we present out to the user the details as to whether or not there was any exceptions that took place, and make that visible within the user interface. The results can then be fed out back to your internal systems and used as evidence to show that everything on a daily basis, everything is running as expected. If there are any exceptions, we then highlight those. You can drill into the details and sort of show what's gone wrong there. Todd, do you want to kind of talk about a little bit around what how that validation analytics are presented and the depth that can go to?
Yeah, I mean, a couple of things I'd maybe reemphasize or add. Obviously, the integration with Arcadia's existing workflow is really powerful, right? It's an existing workflow that's leveraged by many of the market participants, and so easy kind of integration into that workflow is a large value. From a validation perspective, we've invested over time, both firms, in really capturing very, very detailed eligibility criteria. Our whole goal is to support the broad set of eligibility requirements within the market. And then, I would just highlight the out of the box kind of audit trail, if you will, or the trending that you can get from the infrastructure. So from an independent validation perspective, be able to see at a very detailed level why a particular validation result was negative or why it was positive, seeing that over time and having that persisted over time, I think is really a powerful tool for our clients. And as Richard mentioned, there's analytics available at the very highest level. So just kind of overall trending, or you can see how overall results are looking, or actually look at a very detailed level to say, did I breach a concentration limit? Did I breach a particular eligibility criteria? What was that breach? So the ability to really traverse kind of all levels of the validation process, I think, was important in the design.
And which of those positions were contributing to a breach, right? Because eligibility, it's quite specific. You can point at a particular line, but with concentration, where it's a percentage of certain types of assets, right? You need to be able to see, okay, well, which of those securities would result in that. So it's kind of giving that granularity there. And I guess, Todd, the other thing which is a significant part of what's being done here is that consolidation of all of those eligibility concentration rules into a sort of a standard way of sort of capturing and more importantly interpreting of those limits, right? So it's kind of, there's a lot of work that goes into being able to handle all of those different combinations and variations across the different tri-party or third-party arrangements that have been set